My ex, 28, female, cheated on me. 23, male, for our entire 2 to 3 year relationship and gaslit me nonstop. How do I heal from this? Hello. Recently, I figured out the whole structure of a deceptive web of lies with someone I believe to be my partner, girlfriend. It took me confronting her ex to see things for what they were. My ex effectively was cheating on me the entire time when we were together for around 2 years, lying about it straight to my face, and being so deceptive to the point where I was gaslit, believing I was now losing my mind, and had something quite literally wrong with me, all of which I brought up to her when something bothered me, etc. She was never going to confess anything, and she had never been honest with any of it. She hid until I lost my mind so bad that I confronted her ex, who had no idea about me either. She was essentially in alternating relationships with each of us, using both of us when convenient. I had no hard feelings to the guy, and thanked him for relieving me from quite literally a demon that had been haunting me for months on end. Things never really added up, and when I would confront my ex at the time, the gaslighting was so strong I was never sure of anything at all by the end of it. You could have asked me what my favorite snack was and I wouldn't feel sure. There were signs that I ignored and things that I should have listened to in my gut. I broke up with her once before as she was not really on board ... but as I left her she would treat me better for several weeks and want me to be with her. There were so many things that she didn't treat me well with or just showed the signs of a user, abuser, etc. I chose to look past most of them because I thought that person could change. I thought that with my love and help, they would not be the emotional succubus vampire they were. A hard lesson to learn that I will never forget. After this all imploded, I sent her an angry message. A few days later, I forgave her from human being to human being as I did not want to carry any of this with me. I told her I could not be with her in any form. We were in contact for a time, but eventually she just became cold, distant, and would use me even though we remained friends. When I confronted her about this, we fully cut contact. On her end, it seems like when I did not want to be this use for her, she fully discarded me. A behavior she's shown in the past and webbed up with reasons of her own. Unfortunately now, because I've been dealing with this for 2 or 3 years now, I am quite lost. My feelings are somewhat damaged, and I feel very broken as a person for having someone lie to my face for so long that they supposedly loved. I don't trust people anymore. I don't trust women anymore especially. I don't want to interact with anyone because I'm afraid of something like this happening again. I don't feel ready to date. Every day is a struggle and I am sluggish at times and then fine in the next moment. I feel literally traumatized from this whole event, and like I will never be the same again. I don't eat as much anymore. I don't sleep much, constantly anxious, etc. I'm not sure what to do, to be honest. I work out, I stay busy, I see friends, I try to take care of my body and mind, etc. However, I just feel deeply hurt and wounded beyond repair and beyond distraction. I am not sure what to do. No amount of anger makes it better. No amount of time and space seems to help ... and no amount of rest. The heavy weights, food, other friends, etc. etc. It just feels like this event has somewhat altered my life. To me it seems like she is internally flawed and like something is wrong with her to be able to do what she did to me. Still, nothing seems to help me cope with the fact that she's done so much to me. Too long didn't read. Ex cheated on me and lied to me for our entire relationship. No longer in contact. But this has left a permanent mark on me and I am no longer the same inside. I feel damaged and deeply wounded. What do I do? Hey guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out. Thanks. Recently went through the same thing. Time helps. Getting more in touch with your spirit helps. But what really helped me was realizing how messed up in the head that person must be to want to do that to someone. How much trauma have they experienced? And how weak they are for not doing the right thing. It helped me to forgive him for the lies and mistreatment, and realize that I was always too good to be with him in the first place. Me, 18 male, got a text from a random dude that my current girlfriend, 18 female, is cheating. Hello everyone. So yesterday, I got a random text from this dude saying he is apparently in a relationship with my girlfriend, telling me she is cheating on me with him. He sent phone calls with timestamps, pictures of her, and even a video of her voice and her phone number. He even told me things about her house and things that she would only do. I confronted my girlfriend with this. She is completely denying the fact she knows this person, saying she didn't cheat and that she hasn't done anything wrong, as well as blamed it on her 13-year-old sister on her phone. She has been called out on cheating behavior with me before, and I told her if it would happen again that I would break up with her. I'm really not sure what to do considering I've been with her for 2 years. Too long didn't read. Got a message from a random showing me proof of her apparently cheating, and she is completely denying it and blaming it on her sister. Update. Thank you for everybody that has contributed to this post. I've come to the conclusion that I need to break up with her. Even if it was her sister, I don't think this behavior is okay. She's lying. Cheaters almost always lie when confronted, and they rely on your willingness to believe them. Don't. Just found out my 30 female, so 30 male of 10 years is a serial cheater, so 30 male and me, 30 female, have been together since 10 years. We have 2 kids, 4 and 6, and have bought a house together this winter. Today I found out, by a Reddit post, that he had multiple orgies in the past 2 years. I confronted him. He told me once per 2 months approximately, all with other men only. Different people each time. Told me I was not giving him what he needed romantically. Well, I knew he is bisexual, and was sometimes looking at gay recorded romance. But what kind of excuse is that? I mean, we all have some desire or fantasy and we do not run somewhere else to fulfill it. I feel so dirty, so lost. Obviously he lost my trust, and I do not want to be in a relationship with him, but I've been for the past 10 years, so it's hard to let go. And because of the children we will have to stay in contact. They come first. I do not want us to be the kind of parents that cannot be in the same room. I am in need of a pep talk. I'm a bit too ashamed to talk about it in real life. Will I be able to trust again? 2 years of hiding is hard to swallow. He was doing it during lunch at work. Nothing I could find out. How can I go past the pain to see him as a culprit? How to be confident in myself again? Too long didn't read. So if 10 years cheated multiple times over 2 years, we have 2 children. I have to go past the pain so that we can be good co-parents. How to? Also how to heal myself. First off, screw him for blaming this on you. This isn't your fault, and never has been. He chose to betray your trust repeatedly, and lie repeatedly to you. You're not the bad person here. He is. It's idiotic to say you are. The thing about staying together for the kids is that it doesn't work that well. No kid wants to grow up in a household where both parents are unhappy, fighting, distant, etc. It sucks. It's far better for them to grow up in ideally to happy households. The way you handle this and prioritize your own happiness will be some of the biggest lessons you'll pass down to your children. If your child was in your position, would you want him, her to take that? It's not strength to deny yourself change to happiness. Strength is achieving happiness yourself. There's someone out there who will cherish and love you. It's not him. You deserve to find that person, and your kids deserve to see you happy. I think you need to move on. I would probably recommend getting the kids in therapy to help them cope. Like, that really sucks. I'm sorry.